Hello, my name is Kirioth, and today we are going to do another Monday Ramble for the 5th of October in the year of hell 2020, and it's Monday. It's Monday, which means we need energy, which means this is, again, the second cup of the day. I'm trying not to, just talk without drinking this. I got a bit enthusiastic and down like half of it, which means I've got a very limited amount left, and it's also kind of already sort of a bit lukewarm because I spent way too long setting up. So I've completely failed once again. Oh dear. It's fine, I'll just drink cold coffee again. That's a lie, I'm not going to do that. So, we're going to take a look at the Sunday preview, and there's a pretty big thing on the way, literally. I was in two minds as to whether to make that a joke or not, because I suppose it could be, but it's also just completely accurate information. The Mega-Gargants are on the way. Finally, they're on the way. I'm genuinely quite excited about this, because this is a model where I feel like this might be a pickup mostly just to try and test myself. I am not good at painting skin. Never have been. Really quite awful at painting skin. These Mega-Gargants are just... There's so much skin going on with them that I kind of want to get one to try and use it as a stupid learning experience, I guess. I mean, it would be a similar thing with taking the Artis Opus Series D dry brushes to my Lady of Arcana from Creature Caster. That's an expensive model, and I didn't know how to paint it or what to do with it, and so when they sent me their brushes, I was like, you know what, I'll try and paint this thing that I could potentially easily ruin. Sure, why not? But it worked. It worked is the thing. Opened up a whole realm of new possibilities in terms of painting. Maybe I can replicate that magic with a Mega-Gargant. Or alternatively, I will be selling a Mega-Gargant in a few weeks' time when I mess the skin up and can't be asked to fix it. So let's take a look at what we've got. So, as I say, this is the Sunday preview. It's for the 4th of October in the year of hell 2020. It's, of course, the 5th today because it's the Monday. We are going to, again, skip the video because I keep having to mute them because they get copyright claimed. And we've already had this discussion once before. I'm not going to go into it again. Don't like it. So, as they say, this week brings a massive set of releases. Mega monsters are preventing to invade the mortal realms? No, that's not what that sentence is. Mega monsters are preparing to invade the mortal realms. More Necron units shake off the dust and join the fray. Oh, okay, I hadn't realised that. All I saw was the banner with the Mega-Gargants. I didn't realise we had Necrons. Nice. And another line of action figures. Poised to strike a pose on your shelves. Okay, I'm not going to watch that. I'm just going to look at the article. So, the Mega-Gargant. They will be available to pre-order next week. I still think this is a quality-looking model. The fact that there are 3 variants of this, and yeah, there's 3 variants, but they all feel pretty damn different, still is quite impressive to me. I have to admit, this one isn't my favourite. It's quality, don't get me wrong, looks great, but it's got to be this lad with his net full of people and stuff, and his massive cudgel that also seems to have a cannon or something sticking out the end of it. His big long squid tentacle, octopus tentacle. Either way, this is the thing that gets me about this model though. That's pretty different to that, but still same kit. It's honestly impressive. It's honestly pretty impressive. I do like it, though. Do like it. And there's also be able to fill out supersized rank and file with some Man-Crusher Gargants, now available in sets of 2. Interesting. Okay, so, look, alright. If you're going to go full Gargant, and let's face it, quite often you just want to go full Gargant, and you're thinking, okay, well, that might be cheaper. That's not going to be cheaper. It's going to be like a set of 2, but the set of 2 is going to cost double the amount of a set of 1. They're not going to throw a discount in. They never do for these things. So don't get your hopes up, because I did see someone referencing, they're putting this model, I think it was they're putting my favourite unit in a box of 2, hopefully this means a discount. I've already seen that today. That's not going to happen. They just don't work that way. They just don't do it. It's a shame, because they should. When you buy the daft, the 3 Repulsor Executioners in a box was a thing for a while. Was it that one? They've done a few where you can get a host of whatever, And it's just the same as buying them all separately. It just comes in one box instead of, like, 6. Really, a bit of a discount seems like it would be a good idea, but I guess they don't need to, so they just don't bother. But that's still going to be more convenient, I guess, getting 2 of these lads in one box. Maybe might that... yeah, no, I was going to say maybe good for getting a bit of extra spare bits here and there, but not really, because if you're going to buy 2, you'd just have 2 of the same kit anyway. So, Gargant culture is more complex than you might have thought, and it's all spelled out in Battle Tome, Sons of Behemat. This book is essential for any Warhammer Age of Sigmar general, since every single faction can now include Mega-Gargant mercenaries. See, that is the thing that I find fascinating about this, because I want to say... Oh, when was it? When we got a bunch of information, like, it might have even been like a year and a half ago now, about like Space Wolves and like orcs and stuff. There was this big dump of information that I got sent. And one of the things that person said was, oh, and they're working on essentially Imperial Knights for Age of Sigmar. So like massive monstrous creatures that any faction can take. They're working on those. Those will show up at some point. And I remember, like, mentioning it offhand in a video, but not really doing anything surrounding it, because, well, we mostly cover 40k around here, don't we? So it was, like, just showing up with a random Age of Sigmar rumour, when previously the channel had done nothing Age of Sigmar related. It felt really off and really weird, and it felt like, yeah, but... like, why would you believe that, you know? Like, why would you see that one video from this channel that otherwise doesn't cover Age of Sigmar at all and go, oh yeah, that sounds totally legit? They were spot on, that person. I wish I could remember when it was. I might have to dig through my emails and see what date it was, because it was a long time ago. They had a real lead time on this, and they were completely accurate. They literally said, like, monstrous creatures that are giants that... not monstrous creatures, the Age of Sigmar equivalent of... like giants that could be fielded with any faction, kind of Imperial Knight sort of scale. And I was like, okay, cool, that's cool. I mean, I can't really do anything with that information, but that's cool to know. They were spot on. They were actually spot on. Kind of impressive. Now, what else do we have? So, there's, of course, the Battle Tome, and there's an ebook edition. There's no digital edition of the Space Marine Codex or Necron Codex, but there is for Age of Sigmar still, which is... puzzling and baffling. There you go. The Battle Tome will also be available in standard hardback and ebook. Alongside the book, you'll find a pack of War Scroll cards and tokens, so on and so forth. Right. And an audio drama as well. Man, that does not look like that's going to go well for that Stormcast Eternal. On his weird zebra griffin, or whatever the hell those things are called. I can never remember what they are. All I know is they look weird, and I like it? I think? It's hard to tell. I can never tell whether I like those or not. So, also we've got more Age of Sigmar releases. Okay, so we've got Caradron Overlords and... Heroes for Caradron Overlords and Disciples of Tzeentch. Previously only available in the Aether Warp box. So there's this lad, Engine Master, I believe. Yes, in a dirigible suit. It's so mad. It's so mad. The steampunk Sky Dwarves are mental. I love it. Also... great source of bits. Great source of bits. And then we've got this lad. So this is the Magister. And he's a speedy boy by the look of things. Super speedy. I quite like that pose, actually. Not a fan of the dude's head. It looks a bit... I mean, he's got like a 5 head. His forehead's just way too big. That's the main issue for me. The rest of the model's really cool. But I look at the head and it just... I don't know. It just doesn't look threatening. It just looks like he's got a massive forehead. That's it. Now, on to 40k. So, first up, we've got Necron Warriors. So this will be the non-Indomitus Necron Warriors. Comes with 3 scarabs. Oh, man. Oh, I never noticed that before. The scarabs are on little stilts. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Just have them on the ground. Why do that? Why do that, lads? Look, okay. To each their own, obviously. That's the motto, to each their own. I like stuff that you might not like. You like stuff that I might not like. It's all good, who cares? That is like a pet peeve of mine. Those scarabs are not raised up nearly high enough to warrant having little poles sticking out of them. The pole approach, when it's like just a painted bit of plastic, has never really, it's just never done it for me, you know. I've never liked that. I've much preferred, like, coming off some sort of building, or, like, balancing on a bit of rubble, or some sort of clever pinning to make it look like it's flying past something, or just straight up transparent poles. That's also good, that's fine. These Scarabs, though, they're like half an inch off the... Well, it's not half an inch, but they're hardly off the ground. And they've got these... I mean, in one case, pretty, like, thick, ugly poles sticking up. It just seems kind of pointless. I don't know why you'd bother. Just have them on the floor. Just have them on the floor and have them so that they are passing over the rocks. Some on the ground, some on the rocks. Why bother? Why? Other than that, absolutely fine. What a nitpick that is, dear Lord. Like, everyone's got their foibles, you know. The rest of those look, of course, decent because they are the new Necron Warriors, and we all already know that I like those because they give off strong 3rd edition vibes, and I'm here for it. We also have the Scorpio Destroyers as well, with your plasma sight. Your little lad with his little probe that attaches perfectly to the back of the Scorpio Destroyer, which is a nice touch. Gotta give him that juicy probe. Keep him going. Don't ever say that again. Why did I do that? Again, decent. I like those models. I've got 6 of them already. Oh, Indomitus, you're so good. And there's also the Hexmark Destroyer. Easily one of the most bizarre Necron models that they've made. Again, I like it, but it is absurd. Like, it's properly mad. I just don't know. I don't know what logic routine it has been gone through to arrive at the conclusion that the best way to kill is definitely to have 6 pistols. Like, it just seems like such a weirdly specific thing to go for. But that said, it's like a trans-dimensional reality jumping, what is the name? Like, gunslinger. It's mad. It's mad, and that's why I like it. Things don't have to be serious in 40k to think they're awesome, alright? I mean, if everything in 40k had to be, you know, logical to be cool, then the universe may as well not exist, frankly. So I've also got the Mcfarland Toys Necron Warrior, which, I mean, yeah, it looks okay. It looks alright. I've kind of gone back and forth on this. It's not for me. You know, it's just not for me. If you want it, absolutely go for it. But yeah, I think there was another one as well, wasn't there? So there's the Assault Intercessor, and then the Unpainted Intercessor. I'd be tempted with the unpainted one, to be honest. It'd be interesting to paint something like that. I feel like that would require a very different approach to just miniatures in general. But for the price, I can't remember how much they are. I think they're relatively steep. I mean, if it was the cost of like a knight, I would just buy a knight. Which again, probably just means not for me. Fine if you like them, go for it. So yeah. Right, we also have some Middle Earth stuff, some Lord of the Rings stuff. That's an actual horse. Alright, hang on. Scroll back up. Fans of the Middle Earth strategy battle game have been clamouring to see some of their favourite characters immortalised in model form for years. Well, now the personalities of Bree boxes here to satisfy them. Have they all been asking for these 3? Available from Full Trail this Friday, you can soon add Barliman Butterbur to your narrative and matched play games. And, Innkeeper of the Prancing Pony. Speaking of ponies, you're looking at none other than Bill the Pony, loyal companion to the hobbits of the Fellowship. You'll also find Harry Goatleaf, the Goatkeeper of Bree, in the set, with his signature rain cloak and lantern. I've not read Lord of the Rings in quite some time. Is it his signature raincoat and lantern? I'm going to go ahead and guess. Probably. So, Bill... Why? Why, though? I mean, I appreciate the attention to detail of even having the pony. but it just feels so weird. It just feels so weird. Why do the pony as well? Whatever. You know what? Go for it. Knock yourself out. Oh, you've even got the pony. Brilliant. Why? So, we also have issue 457 of White Dwarf. Will soon be upon us in all its glory, which means I should get it. I seem to get mine like a week before everybody else. I don't know why. I've signed up online like everyone else, but I get it, and then like 2 days later someone goes, there's been an early White Dwarf leak. And I'm like, I've already read all of this. I should probably do something with it, really, instead of just read it and then put it in a shelf. Actually, make some content. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? So there's flashpoints for 40k, some expanded background, mini-campaign, special rules, a tome celestial focus on Troggoths, features for Necromunda, and, Blackstone Fortress as well. Interesting. And then there's Lionel Johnson, Lord of the First, available as well. And then that's your schedule for Warhammer Live. The hobby clinics are very good, by the way. Totally worth checking out the hobby clinics. I mean, to be honest, all of it is decent. I will say, obviously, the Warhammer community team are, they are like the public face of Games Workshop in a way. The way they switched over and adapted to doing live streaming stuff when the pandemic hit and lockdown in the UK started, their shift into streaming every day. I think was it every day? Or was it? It was like 5 or 6 days a week. Their shift into doing that. They pivoted into being like full on kind of online personalities, so to speak. Terrible phrase. Really super well. Like they adapted super quickly and super well. It genuinely takes quite a lot, I think, for someone to just suddenly go from like things like doing painting tutorials on YouTube, especially on a channel where the comments are turned off, to having that constant live interaction. It's a pretty significant shift. I have to admit, I have a proper admiration for someone who can just go, okay, we're doing this now? Right, we're doing this now, let's go, and then just shift straight into it. Pretty impressive, to be fair. Some decent stuff in there. As I say, I'm genuinely kind of excited for the Mega-Gargants. I really want to give painting one of those a go. I don't know if I'd ever use it for Age of Sigmar, because I don't play Age of Sigmar. But, I mean, maybe convert it for some sort of chaos madness? Some sort of chaos thing could work? Ooh, that's tempting. I mean, I've got plenty of Dreadnought bits and stuff. I've got, like, Knight bits. What if a Mega-Gargant was holding an Imperial Knight chainsword? That would be kind of cool. Bit of, like, 40k armor plating. Replace I've got, like, Dreadnought legs and feet and stuff. You could make some sort of horrendous Dark Mechanicus-style abomination. Like something that's just been grown and swollen up and then given technological enhancements. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, that's sorted that then. I'm going to go away now and think about what I've done. Thank you very much for watching. Is there anything in there that you are particularly looking forward to? Anything you are intent to grab? Anything that you've been properly waiting for? If it is like something like the Mega-Gargants, then do you play Age of Sigmar, or are you just going to grab one for the crack, so to speak, the plastic crack specifically? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you have a nice and, if not relaxing, at least tolerable week. It is 2020. We've got to set the bar reasonably low. But I hope you have a decent Monday. The rest of your week goes well, and I will see you for the next one.